Indonesia, a huge group of more than 17,000 islands, is like a beautiful painting made by nature. From the bright green rice fields of Bali to the fiery tops of Java's volcanoes, the country is full of amazing sights. The clear blue water is full of colorful fish and coral reefs. The air smells like clove cigarettes, sweet fruits, and the salty ocean. Indonesia's natural beauty isn't just a background, it's a big part of what makes Indonesia Indonesia. Indonesia has many different kinds of environments. Thick rainforests cover the islands, and they are home to tons of plants and animals. Orangutans swing through the trees in Borneo and Sumatra, and you can hear exotic birds singing. Volcanoes, some still active and some sleeping, rise up from the land, covered in green plants. These fiery mountains remind us of the powerful forces that shape these islands. The waters around Indonesia are just as amazing. The coral reefs are full of bright colors and sea creatures. Fish swim through the coral and sea turtles swim peacefully. People come from all over the world to dive and snorkel in this underwater paradise. The seas aren't just beautiful, they're also important to Indonesia's economy and culture. Indonesia's culture is just as diverse as its nature. Over 300 different groups of people live in Indonesia, each with its own language, customs, and traditions. From the busy city of Jakarta to the small villages of Papua, Indonesia is a mix of many cultures. This mix isn't just a fact, it's a colorful part of everyday life. The Indonesian language, Bahasa Indonesia, helps everyone in the country understand each other. But there are also many regional languages, from Javanese to Balinese, each with its own history and culture. These languages add to the richness of Indonesia. You can see this mix of cultures everywhere in Indonesia, from the food to the clothes to the religions. The bright colors and designs of traditional clothes like batik show the artistic skills of different regions. The music of gamelan, a traditional band, fills the air during ceremonies and celebrations. Indonesia has a long and interesting history. From ancient empires to times when other countries ruled it, Indonesia has seen many civilizations come and go, each leaving its mark. You can see this history in the many historical sites across the islands. The beautiful temple of Borobudur, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, shows Indonesia's ancient Buddhist history. Its detailed carvings and tall towers take you back to the 9th century. The Hindu temple of Prambanan, with its tall points and sculptures, shows the amazing architecture of ancient Java. These old monuments aren't just things from the past, they show Indonesia's rich culture. They are places people visit to remember their ancestors and be proud of their traditions. The Spice Islands and beyond. Because Indonesia is located along old trade routes, it was called the Spice Islands. For a long time the islands were famous for spices like cloves, nutmeg, and pepper. People came from far away to trade for these spices. These spices even changed history. European countries wanted these spices, and that led to them taking control of Indonesia for a while. The Dutch East India Company became very powerful there, using Indonesia's resources and changing its politics and economy. Indonesia fought for and won its independence in the 20th century. The time when other countries ruled Indonesia is a complicated part of its history. There were some good things like better roads and government, but there were also bad things, like other countries taking Indonesia's resources and not allowing people to follow their own cultures. A celebration of heritage. Even though there were hard times in the past, Indonesia is now a strong country with its own government, and its people are very proud of their independence and culture. The idea of gotong royong, which means helping each other and working together, is very important in Indonesia. This makes communities very strong. You can see this spirit in the many festivals and ceremonies in Indonesia. From the exciting Sakatan parades to the quiet Nyepi, a Balinese Hindu day of silence, these celebrations show what Indonesian culture is all about. They show the country's traditions and its diverse culture. Traditional music and dances are beautiful to watch and listen to, and the delicious smells of Indonesian food make your mouth water. Indonesia blends its traditions with modern life. The country is growing and changing, but it still remembers and values its culture. From the big cities to the quiet rice farms, the spirit of Indonesia's heritage is strong.